The long and winding sumo tour ended Sunday with inevitable questions about Terunofuji's intentions. After lending his chest to Meisei in Kadoma, Osaka, the Yokozuna told the press, "I did what I could on the tour this time. I can't decide on November yet as I haven't done enough practice bouts. Let's see who I train with down in Kyushu. I've done the relevant prep, including the workouts with weights." Sumo insiders are starting to claim he won't be ready to fight, and a January comeback is more likely. The man best placed to attain his rank, Ozeki Takakeisho, told reporters today, "My thoughts ahead of November are the usual ones I have, how to perform at my best. Sumo's final rank is not something I can gain alone. I have to, and want to, convince others that I'm good enough. When pursuing the top rank in March this year, I went and got myself injured. Not getting injured is one of the marks of a true Yokozuna, I feel. I approach each challenge for the rank above as if it will be my last, and the same goes for this time. I have to move on from September now and treat this as a totally separate tournament. And if I get through day 1 in a fresh state of mind, I can move on to day 2 and beyond." Yesterday's new rankings chart gave us 4 new men in Division 1 for the first time since May of 2013, when the wrestlers in these photos stepped up. At this time, Churanoumi became just the 5th Okinawan since the war to make sumo's highest tier, and the 41st man from Nihon University. "I'm thrilled with this promotion, especially as so many Okinawans will be coming to the Kyushu arena," he said from his Kise Stable Kyushu base camp. "It's also nice to come here on the back of my first ever double-digit score. Not that I did much different, mind you, only what was required of me. I might be on the smaller side, but I won't be shirking head-on charges. I want to fight in a way that convinces me, and to eat some decent Kyushu food." Fellow promotee Roga becomes the first man born in Russia to make sumo's Division 1 since Amuru in 2014. "My name's written so large on this chart that it's very easy to see now," he exclaimed. "And I can't just leave things here," he added. "I've got to keep applying myself. It's also nice to make my top-tier debut in the same place I made my pro debut. I aim to merely impose my style, and to put on extra kilos for that. I tend to sweat easily, you see, so the weight soon drops off. I'd better make sure I'm eating loads." He's the only salaried man trained up by his grateful coach Futagoyama, who informed the press, "Roga said he'd be alright going up next year, but his new rank reflects his considerable effort. He feels he needs 160 kilos to survive at the highest level, and he'll work to achieve that goal, I'd think." Ex-high school champion Kitanowaka is the 8th Yamagatan since World War II to reach Division 1. "Bit by bit, I feel like a first-tier fighter," he said at the press conference marking his promotion. "It's like I finally got to where I always aimed to be. To be honest, even my mum thought I'd blown my promotion chances after I only took 8 bouts last time, but she's just congratulated me over the phone." And the man who brought him into sumo, NHK pundit Terunofuji, despite stepping back from his duties due to failing health, more than mustered the strength in September to scold him by phone for taking so long to reach 8 wins. Kitanowaka himself wore a cloisonné-style Yamagata kimono in the hope of receiving good news yesterday. "I just felt it would bring me really good luck," he went on to explain. The other man rising to Division 1 is Tohaku Ryu, only the 4th man from Toyo University to get to fight at this level. "Simply delighted! Up at last! Double figures and a prize are what I want, he told Nikkan Sports. His master Tamanoi urged him to fight with high aims in mind. Because, the man himself revealed, he turned his back on potential careers at both a leading bank and a top house-building firm. I thought I'd try this for 3 years, then move back into business if I failed, he said to Sports Hochi. The hard decision to turn pro has been very much worth it now. Tomokaze, meanwhile, who rises with them, is the third man after these two battlers to rejoin Sumo's elite level after falling as far as Division 5. And in his case, after 4 knee operations. I still remember the roar I got when downing Yokozuna Kakuryu in July 2019, he said. I want to sample that roar again. I've got to feel that Kyushu and I are bound by fate in some way. Getting the injury here, now resuming my top-flight career here. I'm scared, but also excited. Because prior to last year's Kyushu meet, I had several dreams of getting injured here again. Let me finish this post with some other stats. Oitekaze has more salaried men than any other stable. But Hitoshi is the first salaried fighter it has produced since 2017. Meanwhile, Aoyama's fall to Division 2 means his Kasugano stable is without a top-tier wrestler for the first time in 56 years. The longest unbroken such run at present is Sadoga Take's 59 years. The Komusubi returns of Saitama duo Abi and Hokutofuji, added to Daieisho's presence at Sekiwake, make it the first time in exactly 20 years that 3 men from the same prefecture have held Sanyaku rank together. And of course, one of them took the most recent Kyushu Cup. In terms of current top-tier records, it's a near-clean sweep for Tamawashi, who turns 39 next month. As you see, he leads the charts for appearances, successive appearances, with Corona absence excluded, career wins among active men, top flight wins among active men, and total top flight tournaments contested. For successive first-tier appearances, though, he comes second to Terunofuji. Claiming most special prizes at present is ex-Ozeki Takayasu, with Mitake Umi 2 behind. And as for Gold Star rankings, so long headed up by Endo, Hokutofuji, and retired Ichinojo, Tamawashi's Miracle 2022, which brought 4 wins over Terunofuji, has helped him tie for the lead.